Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero. Welcome back to another live stream. I know we have been slacking with the old live streams as of late, so it's good to be back. I've been kind of busy with work and stuff, and any free time I have been investing into Zero. One of the things I've been doing is getting a lot of new music, which is some of the tracks you've been listening to during the standby screen here, and also now. Basically, we've got AI remakes of a bunch of Zero music. It's really quite amazing the strides that AI is making lately. But today here we have a best of 13, StaZzz against ExCaL. I don't know on the format. Yeah, well, that's the players. Another set begins unclear. Standard day in the office. This one's sponsored by Ascension. And it's going to be $40. So this map, ExCaL, choose a matchup there. StaZzz, choose your army from the $1,000 topic. So yeah, that's a pretty cool thing we are gonna be doing. Oh, microphone is too close, someone said. Microphone too close. I think I knocked the knob. I think I knocked it just before I started the stream. So yeah, maybe it was a little bit too close. I've turned it down a little bit. Try to let me know. Yeah, my my dial or my knob is very sensitive. Yeah, one thing, one major announcement that we've got coming up is this $1,000 tournament that I just mentioned here. So we've got a $1,000 1v1 Grandmasters 2025 tournament with the top 32 players in the world in Zero taking part. And that's going to be announced in the next yeah, hopefully in the next couple of days. We've got the sign-up players already. We've got the topic made. We're just finalizing who we think might be the top 32 players. Yeah, I hope the microphone's all right now. Welcome everyone in the chat, by the way. Welcome. Okay, ExCaL, I'll pick one. I'll pick first army. Yeah, Mushroom Parry in the chat says, Dommy. I can tell this is going to be a good question already. Dommy, why don't you use helicopters to move your bomb/nuke trucks to enemy base? Well, number one, you don't get nuke trucks very, very often. You only get it in pretty much casino or unless I add it to a map. And number two, First map is fixed. Okay, yeah, so the nuke truck question I pretty much answered. The bomb truck thing, well, if you're GLA, obviously you can make a bomb truck. But then how are you going to get a helicopter? Unless you capture the enemy base, which is quite unlikely as GLA, I think. Yeah, I'm adjusting the microphone settings. I hope that's kind of okay now. I've got a sensitive knob. Yeah, I've turned it down a bit. If it goes too quiet, let me know. It's annoying when I've started the stream, I can't like test it and listen to myself back. Demo inf could be cool. We'll try that. Okay. StaZzz. Okay. Yeah, so basically I've been like remastering or remaking with AI all of the Zero music. So I'm probably 70% of the way through the USA music. So I'm going to leave that probably on during the stream, but I'm going to make sure it's actually not too loud though. All right. Inf v demo. 0-0. First game, ExCaL v StaZzz. Best of 13. First map is Oxygen. No voice count. Oh, Jacob's saying the voice is low. I think Jacob's lying. And is Vivid retired for good? I don't think he's retired for good, but he's definitely gone for a while. Okay, up at the top we have StaZzz. We have the... Oh, actually, we're playing USA music, and we only have China's and GLA. So yeah, up at the top with the Cyan GLA Demolition, this is StaZzz. Down in the south position, we have the purple. This is the China Infantry. This is ExCaL. And StaZzz has quit. Oh, it's 50k.
You have been defeated.
I thought 50k. Oh my god, that's my fault. I don't know. I don't even know how I had a 50k. Why did I must have played a 50k game last. Okay, we'll do the reintroduction of the players. Mushroom says, be careful around your nub. All right, up at the top, we have the GLA Demolition for the Cyan player. This is StaZzz. Down in the south position with the purple China Infantry, this is ExCaL. We get really close today. I've adjusted some settings so you can get really close. Can't zoom really out, but we can get really close, and we can also see a most mental view. We can see the gushing. You see the gushing going on here? Gushing Angel. I think I saw airfield on my screen then, so we do have an airfield. It's going to be a bit of a weird build, I think, from ExCaL. Because there's no barracks from him just yet. He's going for 3 supplies and an airfield. But there is no barracks. Yeah, if you were GLA, you're realistically not going to be getting a Chinook in, apart from in very niche, weird, unique situations. Yeah, ExCaL is quite a passive build. It's quite a long map. But it is quite passive. It's going to be like a bit of a delayed helix because, well, it's not going to be a full helix, is it? Probably a little bit unorthodox, but I think it's going to be mostly a defensive helix just to stop like this technical, clear up the map a little bit, and then he'll probably go into ground. So this is not meant to be some kind of a rush. How did I make that track in my video? Are you talking about the background music? It's with AI, basically. AI is like changing the world. I swear to God, it's changing the world. See, I'm working on remastering all of the music and even making music for a potential Generals 2, which would be amazing. AI can do it, by the way. So, yeah, watch this space. So even when I'm not streaming, even when you think I'm just slacking and not doing anything, I am doing things in the background. Okay, so this Helix is out. He's going to chase this technical down. It's actually 2 Helixes from ExCaL. There's a bunch of quads out. StaZzz is probably going to think this is some kind of an all-in rush. But it's actually not. ExCaL is just clearing the map, progressively taking over the map, and scaring StaZzz into making Helixes. Sorry, scaring StaZzz into making a counter for Helixes, I meant to say, which is the quads. But then, obviously, you're not that aggressive then against the infantry. And Helix is now coming in, finishing off the oil. StaZzz making the decision to attack over on the left-hand side. Probably was the best decision, actually, because just sitting in your base, waiting for them Helixes to come in, is probably not the way to play this. But actually counter-attacking like this, I feel is kind of good. But ExCaL recognizes the situation, decides to go around and actually go straight into the main base. Main tunnel there of StaZzz going down. 2 quads are going to come out, which are going to weaken these Helixes a little bit, but the Helixes are still going to be able to wreck. And now the arms dealers are on top of. They are being wrecked. StaZzz continues to clear this left-hand side. Generals 2 did get cancelled, yeah, but no harm in us making potential music for what could have been. Yeah, so half of StaZzz's base is gone, maybe even more than half. He's only got 1 supply left, actually. But StaZzz now going back inside of his tunnel, and one of the Lixes there is going to go down, maybe even a second. The second Lix goes down. And if StaZzz now gets back on that supply on that one, then maybe he's back in the mix here. But I definitely, at the minute, would give ExCaL the advantage, mainly because of the XP. When he builds that CC, carpet and artillery is going to be coming across the map, and we're wiping out more of StaZz's base. Yeah, StaZzz, I feel, is not in too much of a bad position, especially if you got like some oils. Maybe get a tunnel here in the middle. ExCaL's got a decision to make now. Is he going to make another Helix? Yeah, shout out to Ascension191 because he's sponsoring this set. It's $40 just by winning 7 games against your opponent here. $40. Probably not a bad little hourly rate if you're winning 2 hours. $20 an hour to play a game that you love anyway, and you would be playing anyway. I feel is pretty good. Wouldn't you agree? Artillery coming in now from ExCaL. It's on this position. That tunnel's going to get wiped. And it was only a level 1 artillery. Carpet bomb coming in on this position. It's another tunnel. Does not kill the tunnel, though. And ExCaL now moving in with his outposts. Yeah, ExCaL definitely leading the way here. I think the XP situation kind of relays the advantage here. Probably 66% to 33% is probably something like that. StaZzz still in with a chance, but it doesn't have that much. And when the infantry's on, yeah, he knows it. GG's. When the infantry's on like carpet and artillery, it can just wipe out so much of the GLA. That was a really nice strategy there by ExCaL. Probably the only nitpicking point there from ExCaL was losing them 2 elixirs. I don't think he was paying attention. But apart from that, everything was spot on. ExCaL takes the lead. He's going 1 up. StaZzz will now play the infantry down in the south position. Okay, so up in the north position, we have the purple GLA Demolition. This is ExCaL. Down in the south position, we have the Cyan with the China Infantry. This is StaZzz. 9 EC and 3 says I'm a little late, but the World Series set between ExCaL and StaZzz a couple of years ago was maybe one of the best I've seen. Well, I was actually thinking about that earlier. That was one of the best performances we've seen from StaZzz, maybe in any set ever, and in the World Series. Me and StaZzz were playing like every day against each other during that World Series. We were like practicing, we were like practice buddies, whatever you want to call it. And I think it was like the score between us was like 39-39. Like it was like 50-50. He'd beaten me 39 and I'd beaten him 39. And I was always thinking he was playing really good, and we were spamming every day. And then I think even the day he played ExCaL, we were playing against each other for like 2 or 3 hours or something. And then he asked to take a break like a few hours before. He said he needed a break, and that's how he'll play best. And then he went on to like nearly beat ExCaL. But I think it's because he was spamming so actively. Like every day he'd message me saying, "Do you want to play some games?" Whereas I don't really know how active he is at the minute. I'm not really playing 1v1 at the minute, like kind of at all. I mean, maybe StaZzz playing against Tumstep every day or something, but I doubt he's probably like spamming as hard as like during the World Series. But yeah, that's how I think you can get the best out of StaZzz if he's spamming actively against like some practice buddies daily. That's when I think he's got big potential. Whereas ExCaL is just going to be a beast anytime. I mean, ExCal's always active, but I think even if ExCaL takes a couple of weeks off and comes back, he's probably still favorite, isn't he? Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, because that's what I was thinking about earlier. Yo, Red v Blue, welcome to you. ExCaL comes in, takes out a truck with his tech RPG. ExCal's got kind of a similar base setup. Oh, the mines actually saved the dozer there. The problem is that StaZzz is pretty much going for exactly the same build that ExCaL did. He's got a hidden truck there. And the problem is, like, when you outright copy a build, like ExCaL knows every move, he knows what's coming, he's thought about it already. I think the strategy still might work, but I just think when you copy it against the player who's just won with it, it's going to have probably generally a less of an impact, because that other player might be more prepared for it or know what to expect. With that said, though, the Elixir is still really powerful. Probably one of the most powerful units in the game, or definitely one of the most powerful units in the game. And he is wrecking this right-hand side. He might sacrifice some elixirs here, though. He's choosing to kill the oil, but will he lose a elixir? If he gets out of there for free with those 2 elixirs, that is really, really amazing. ExCal's desperately chasing this But the licks is still... Oh, no, he's unloading. What are you doing? I personally would have just carried on there, because even when they're moving slow, you still might be able to get away. ExCaL coming in with a demo bike. But it's going to run into the licks. Dudu says, isn't Inf generally stronger than demo in most situations? Probably the answer is yes. I think the map does heavily impact it. I think if it was a very narrow map and you had to fight the Inf head on, it would become harder for the demo. If the map was very large and had loads of bunkers around, probably favors GLA a little bit more, but not to say the demo would become the favorite, but I think it swings depending on the map a little bit. A few percentage points. Yeah, definitely looking pretty good for ExCaL, considering StaZzz outright copied the strap. One outpost that gets cracked open. ExCaL is taking more and more money. There is the tunnel there, so you've got to be careful with his helix. Ascension in the chat says, remember ExCaL and StaZzz had a close set about 2 weeks ago. I don't remember that. Maybe I didn't stream it. I rarely watch other sets, to be honest. Sometimes I might skip to the result, but I generally don't watch anything else other than what I stream and commentate on. Unless it's like some mega epic game. So ExCal's pushing in from this left-hand side. He's coming in with 6 quads. Does make a U-turn, though, when the outposts show up. But ExCaL is taking over the mid. There's another licks coming in. Outpost pushing on the left-hand side. Going a little bit too close to these quads, maybe. But doesn't matter anyway, because all of the quads get wrecked. Another licks does go down here. Yeah, not the best of lickses. Maybe a multitasking issue for StaZzz. Yeah, ExCaL is now on the demo upgrade, so I think like in the early stages, generally infantry is better than demo, but I think once the demo upgrade comes out with the Jean and Kel, maybe a Scud launcher, then I think it probably swings a lot in the demo favor then. Especially if you've got the map control like this. It's going to be very hard now, I think, for the infantry. Because just think, Jean and Kel can wreck all of that single-handedly. Okay, carpet bomb artillery coming through. A load of workers die. This area will get cleared, actually, though, by StaZzz. Once them artillery platforms get captured, they're just so annoying and powerful. They got quite a lot of HP. They do quite okay damage. And they got decent range. But look, Jean and Kel's in the mix now. All of them infantry will just be completely shut down. You're going to need a MiG to stop that. I'm going to assume there's no MiG. StaZzz is actually making more helixes. He's got a Vet 2 Jarman already. Gotta be careful with the old dozer. Because we know there's a Jean and Kel snooping around. You do not want to give ExCaL a power. Yeah, hopefully we're going to announce the start of this $1,000 tournament, 1v1, top 32. 2025 Grand Masters tournament. Hopefully going to announce the start of that this week. And the guys here today are kind of trialing the new format for it. Wow, there's a lot of elixirs. That is a lot of elixirs. A lot of RPGs, though. Still got to be careful, because those elixirs can still take amazing damage. Look, the RPGs are firing. Elixirs are deciding to just stay and take the fight. The elixirs are somehow mostly alive. Only one has died. ExCaL caught a little bit unaware there with the amount of elixirs. StaZzz racking up a load of XP here. Yeah, that was quite a decent play by StaZzz, but ExCal's going to react now by making a lot of quads. And he still has the demo upgrade, obviously, demo bikes. So if you switch to Outpost, the demo bikes, Jean-Michel can still clear this. So it's just that anti-air issue for ExCaL, but as soon as that surprise is over now. So as soon as he drops down a few stingers, makes more quads, he's got AP bullets, then yeah, I don't think those Helix surprises are going to work again. He is making more, though. He's got like 5 elixirs in total. The terrorists get run over by a half-dead Outpost, which is pretty funny. The elixirs could fly over there and kill this. It would reveal how many he's got. ExCaL knows it's a lot, but he doesn't know that it's 6, which is quite a hell of a lot, actually. Yo, Rufus. Yo, everyone in the chat. Welcome to you all. So we've got 3 markets there for ExCaL on the left. Remember, StaZzz has an oil advantage. He does not have his refinery, though. Still got to be... Oh, it's actually ExCal's already. I said you still got to be careful of this dozer, and it's actually a purple dozer. Oh, what's going to happen here? Okay, StaZzz not messing around. As soon as he realizes that, he charges straight into the middle of all of these elixirs. Is clear in the mid, but there's AP bullets in play, and these elixirs are going to get absolutely shredded. 2 elixirs very, very low. ExCal's a bit out of position with his quads. StaZzz deciding to go in. ExCaL turns the focus to fire. 2 elixirs. There's still 1 quad left. He's missed that quad. He's missed that quad. Oh my god. There's 3 low elixirs, and I mean, one of them literally has 0 HP. So he's going to go back now, but I think ExCal's still in a decent position. He's got power. He's got a load of units. Oh my. Oh my, what did we just see? Did it kill that as well? I don't even really know what that killed. But he's got 2 elixirs whilst it's on the ground. He must have scanned there, so he must have... yeah, he's got the scan ability. So he demo Rebel Ambushed. He got the airfield, and he got 2 elixirs. Probably they were full. I think he's made a hacker by mistake. Another elixir gets picked off. ExCaL decides to suicide his units there by pressing the I key. So he does not give more XP to StaZzz. But little does he know, StaZzz is level 5. So this will be the last attack from StaZzz, I think. This will be an EMP. ExCaL pops his quads. ExCal's got to be careful. He doesn't know which one of them is an EMP. Holy crap, I've never seen so many planes. Oh my god. Oh my god, is he going to do it? There's no way he's going to do that. That is insane. That is really... that's baffling. That's actually mental. Because the EMP... It didn't actually disable that many quads, but it was just enough for these elixirs to come in and do it. That is crazy. ExCal's base is getting wrecked. The markets are going down. This doze is actually making a new CC and an arms dealer. I think StaZzz has done it. That's actually really impressive. Really impressive. Yeah, stuck with elixirs the whole way. Some more quads being made. There's 2 quads still in there, plus this new one. But I think now, if he clears the entire base here, then ExCaL would be left with like a thin kind of base. So he's got the middle as well, though. I still think it's winnable for ExCaL. But if he can clear like at least this area, And then he can use support powers on the remaining small base. ExCaL probably should pop there. Yeah, he pops. The weak Licks gets focused. Another Licks gets focused. But all the quads do go down. But another Licks is going to go down here. It feels like a bit like desperation from StaZzz. I mean, it's kind of working, but it's still quite a desperation move because he literally is all in with this. Okay, he's got a few hackers. He's got that oil. Oh my god, look at that Licks. Hardaway in the chat says, Dommy, it's really silent. What are you talking about? Do you mean the game sounds quiet or something? Because I've been messing with the game sound, so it could possibly be that I've messed up the volume. Yeah, tell us what you mean. Kind of a problem here. The Licks is surrounded by some quads. There's another 4 Lickses in the middle. Yeah, is he going to now realize that he doesn't have his own refinery? Because it would make these Licses cheaper. Yeah, another 4 Licses. Really crazy, the Helix investment. Seems to be working, doesn't it? I would like that tower killed, though, to take away the vision. StaZzz can now collect on the mid. He does have a fairish amount of hackers. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus the oil. It's all keeping him going, really, isn't it? ExCal's in full survival mode. He is the survival master, though. He's been doing this for a very long time. We can watch replays from like 20 years ago where he was pretty much hunting his opponent and then camping it out. Only problem is now StaZzz is not hunted, but still, same rules apply. Just got to survive, pick off that oil, basically, stop him collecting here. I don't know how many... oh my god, this is going to be brutal. 1 Licks gets annihilated, and a second one almost annihilated. There is a lot of quads there. That is a lot. Carpet bomb comes in. Licks are coming in. There's so many quads. So many Licks. The Licks are going to go down. I don't think it's going to work anymore. Oh my goodness. I think that's it now. I think that's GG. It was looking so good for StaZzz, wasn't it? It was looking good. What is that? Mind drop. GG. It was looking good after that amazing push. It really was. In the end. In the end, ExCaL still comes out on top. I mean, if you're making continuously mass helixes, eventually it's not going to work anymore against a player as good as ExCaL, isn't it? But I suppose if he'd have gone ground, there would have been things like Rebel Ambush, demo bikes, good launches potentially. Nice game. Okay, StaZzz, pick a matchup. Then ExCaL first, army, and the map. Hardaway says everything's quiet. Well, I'm not going to turn it up because someone said it was too loud before. So get a louder headphone or a louder Okay, GLA USA, hey Vix. Yeah, I'm not going to turn it up. I don't want the voice to be clipping, which I think we're close. Okay. Damned Scorpion. So StaZzz asked why is he not picking Blue Hole? ExCaL said he's saving it for a China GLA. Okay, so up at the top left, we have the Sound Player USA. This is GC StaZzz. Down at the bottom right, we have the purple jelly vanilla. This is ExCaL. Yeah, this is a remake of the original Zero map, which was called Sand Serpent. Then it got changed to Sand Scorpion. And then I wanted some dams on it, so we called it Damned Scorpion. So now you got it. You got two dams here in the corner. It's quite rare-ish for them to be blown up, to be honest. But if you do blow them up, it does flood this village in kind of the lightish area. So it doesn't flood the supplies, but it does flood the village. Move Me in the chat says, which strat is better for GLA? Is it 2 supplies or 3 supplies? It does depend on the map and your kind of play style. In general, especially if you're a newer player, I would always opt for probably 2 supplies. Be a bit more aggressive, get a few more tunnels out and stuff. But when you know what you're doing, you've got 3 safe supplies in your base, I think 3 supplies, and then just ensure you still get those tunnels up. Because if you go 3 supplies, generally you're skipping like a tunnel at least in one place, and your map control might be a little bit less. So yeah, if you know what you're doing, sure, go 3 supplies if you've got 3 safe supplies. But if you're generally a newer player, I would recommend starting out with 2 supplies, focus on getting your tunnels up, and then expand to your 3rd layer. Yeah, StaZzz picked USA GLA because I think he prides himself on the micro of the Vs, and I think generally is pretty efficient and pretty decent with the old V micro. It is a tech RPG here from ExCaL. I don't think it's the best technical attack, quite honestly. Like, either you come in with a massive blob, like a Vivid style tech RPG blob, or you just come in with a random TNT, just one technical, like you do one of those things. But it wasn't like a massive blob of RPGs there. It is keeping StaZzz busy though. He did pick off 1v there, and meanwhile ExCaL is expanding to the middle, getting a tunnel, getting a stinger, second arms dealer going up. So he's bought himself a little bit of time. There is a dozer there. Interestingly, ExCaL grabbing himself 1 oil. Yeah, I suppose the 3 supply question also comes down to oils on the map as well. I also think 2 supplies and 1 quick oil is generally pretty decent too. Obviously depends on the map, the matchup, the player you're against, all that kind of stuff. StaZzz moving out with a giant army of these. There is 1 stealth tunnel here, 1 actual real tunnel, normalish tunnel. The problem is that StaZzz is getting a little bit surrounded now by that. This is distracting the fire, and the technicals come in and kill some of the Vs. 2 Vs have gone down so far. 3 Vs. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good for ExCaL because he's taking over the map and he's keeping the V numbers low, whilst also not letting StaZzz get through. So it's already kind of maybe looking over, I think. StaZzz needs to basically break through, get to the arms dealers, start hitting the arms dealers. Yeah, are these Vs going to be able to break through? I'm doubting it more and more. I probably would like that dozer to be somewhere more over here and making a strat. And then when you get the strat and you get search and destroy, set search and destroy and then do this push. I think that's what ExCal's going to do in the reverse. I'm already thinking ahead. This map is called Damned Scorpion. I love the textures used here. I came up with the design of this. Tanso made it. And I wanted the textures copied from a map called Echo Isle. It's actually a 5-player free-for-all map. This looks really beautiful, and we tried to copy it as closely as possible. Apart from the texture of the water is missing. If you know Echo Isle pretty well, it's got like a beautiful texture on the water. One dozer is out of its hole. It's found a sneaky tunnel. TNT comes in on the War Factory. ExCal's in a real comfortable position here, I feel. These Vs are making a bit of progress, but the Palace is like 75%. The War Factory's been hit. This dozer has been found. That tunnel's been found. That dozer's like in a random position. This looks a bit more of a precarious situation for StaZzz, I think. Looking a bit more solid for ExCaL. There is still this sneaky tunnel here. I think StaZzz knows it. He might lose a V now. I think he forgot about it because he is going to lose that V. Oh, no, he doesn't. It gets very low, but he doesn't lose it. He did evac it, but it was quite a delayed evac. He has expanded here. Move Me in the chat says, if I start with 2 supplies as GLA, how many tunnels can I make? It always confuses me. Well, if you're making 2 terrorists to stop the dozer drop, I would go for 3 tunnels. So maybe 1 in your base and 2 on the flanks. Or maybe 1 in your base, 1 in the middle, and then 1 on one flank. And then try to get that 4th when money allows it. If you're not making a terrorist, then you can go 4 tunnels straight away. You don't have to delay that 4th. So you can have 1 in your base, 1 at your second supply, 1 in the mid, 1 on a flank, something like that. It's always going to be 3 or 4, and it depends how much money you're wasting on terrorists, basically. Oh, let's see someone kill the dam for the viewers. Don't think ExCal's going to waste time doing that. He's going to try and keep his super tech alive. But the palace is up and the buggies are already coming out. Hummy says, is this a confidence set? Yeah. For ExCal, I think you could maybe say that. Certainly possible, although I do believe they had a close set 2 weeks ago, someone was saying in the chat, so it could be ExCaL wanting to get revenge for a potentially close set that maybe he feels shouldn't have gone close. I don't know. Yeah, we're going to do another air game stream soonish. OOB clan against Team Simple Mocha Size. That should be good, I think. ExCaL is coming in now with these 3 buggies, 3 quads. These Vs don't really have many places to go. What's the happy face? What's the happy face for? I don't know.
You have been defeated.
Maybe there was some attack there. It looks like a worker died or something. I don't know. But, okay, cool. 3-0 for ExCaL. Yeah, don't forget to hit like on the stream if you enjoy these kind of challenges. And just to let you know as well, after this, we might have a challenge set between Anti-Pro and Queen Muff. And the winner makes it into the top 32 players, which will qualify for the $1,000 Grandmasters tournament that's going to be announced. Or going to start this week, let's say. Yeah, because there's a bit of debate about who makes it into the top 32 or not. Queen Muff thinks she can beat Anti-Pro, so we'll see a set between them, and whoever loses will not make it into the top 32. Carl Gaspar in the chat wants a shout out, so shout out to Carl. Up at the top left, ExCaL with the USA going for War Factory Barracks, not boxing his stuff, let's say. Down at the bottom right, StaZzz with the GLA and the Cyan. Yeah, you see he's made one terrorist, so eventually you want to prioritize getting that first technical and your first units out, but then eventually you should then be able to drop down this fourth. If you were going for a TNT with like 4 terrorists, then you would not be making that yet. It would be delayed a bit. So you got StaZzz coming through with a technical. Obviously thinks that he's not going to be able to get in, so maybe that was just a distraction. We've got another technical coming in from this side. He's thinking that ExCaL was going for the oils, actually, so I think he was just trying to deny some oils. But there's no oil capture. I think those two Vs are looking like primed and ready for the taking. Like if a group of like 5 technicals come in, you could probably pick off some. Okay, so he's pulled ExCaL out of position. That now allows this technical to go in, but what is in it? Is it a TNT? And has he bitten off more than he can chew? Yeah, he's been too greedy there. Way too greedy. The technical had a clear line of sight, clear shot at TNT in this, but he chose not to take it. The attack here from StaZzz is pretty poor. He's not killed anything. He's lost the technical, lost the TNT. Yeah, it's about as good as you could want it for ExCaL. Did he even lose a V at all? ExCaL's now got some ranges, so he is gonna probably combat drop this. Rufus said, did I get myself a 5000 series GPU? No. I thought about it, but I thought it's overkill. I don't think I need it to play 0 hour, to be honest. I already have like the best 4090s, so I do read there's quite a performance increase, but it might render a video 10 seconds quicker. Yeah, I've got other priorities like holidays and stuff right now. StaZzz has got himself back inside of this building. ExCaL moving out with his Vs. I think StaZzz might end up clearing these. Although there's not a lot of technicals out, is there? Nice laser looks there from ExCaL. It's a very nice trade-off. I think StaZzz is maybe panicking a little bit here. That attack didn't go well at all. That army needed to be crushed against the side of the map and wiped out. Maybe StaZzz came in a little bit too soon there. Maybe the micro was not great. Yo, Sergey, welcome to you. Okay, so the smiley face from StaZzz was ExCaL killing the last dozer inside of the Chinook of StaZzz the earlier game. The jet is very nice. ExCaL is making a strat. But it's going to get TNT'd at just the right time. If he'd kept one terrorist alive there, he could have hunted ExCaL actually. But he's probably panicking a little bit because there are 7 Vs plus an ambulance heading into his base. How loaded are these Vs? Looking pretty loaded. If he'd have hunted him, he still could hunt him. He's got a random terrorist there. But if he'd have hunted him and then deals with this, that's like a guaranteed win. But he's not done the hunt, and he's also not really committing to an attack here. ExCaL chasing the technicals. He needs to get a perfect line like that. He's in a blob formation. He needs to get a better line like that. Like that, yeah. He's going to commit to a fight now, it looks like. Also probably want to pull your workers and go close to the Vs. Yeah, StaZzz under a lot of pressure. ExCaL grabbing an oil meanwhile. Another V does get picked off. So the armies are getting weaker for both of the players. Eventually, though, this should favor the GLA, provided you have a decent amount of technicals still. Because the Vs... Yeah, the Vs, like, you need minimum 3 to be holding something like this. Nice micro from ExCaL, moving the weak ones back. You don't want to lose all your technicals, though. Otherwise, you lose the ability to scare him off. Yeah, nobody knows when Vivid is going to return to play. I spoke to him just recently. He said he's very busy with real life and stuff. He's got other priorities. 0 Hour is not on his priority list. So, yeah, nobody knows. ExCal's army here is going to get cleared up in the end. This is a real big plus for StaZzz right now. The problem is... Okay, the Palace is... Strat's going to be back online soon. Yeah, I suppose what is the problem? It needs to get that supply back. 1,950 is probably not even worth making a supply on it. Probably long distance collecting is better. But ExCaL did grab that oil. He's ready to start collecting from here as well. Yeah, I feel like StaZzz has picked off a decent amount of these. Is a TNT being prepared here. Black market going up inside of the base. The drone is here, though, so we can see what is going on in ExCaL camp. Super tech. Plus the other technicals come in, and these are getting picked off. StaZzz coming in from the back with a technical. The strat hasn't been set to search and destroy. There's a technical right on it, so I don't even know if search and destroy is going to get deployed. But what could happen is hold the line. Oh my goodness me. StaZzz is just not with it today. He's just not with it at all. ExCaL still hasn't set search and destroy. It's set now. Yeah, StaZzz, I just don't think he's on his A game. He's not thinking, he's not multitasking that well. That was a guaranteed hit. But for some reason he clicked over here and just forgot about it, just messed it up. Yeah, ExCaL coming to the middle again. It's got this oil. This oil's been cleared. This oil and... yeah, just this oil really has not been captured. I suppose this one's going to be captured. Barracks deployed there in the middle by ExCaL. And then StaZzz now coming in on the left side and take out this oil. Got the double A10 coming in. Probably going to be on that market. Probably deep here. It was a fake. There's a few buggies out now. I would like to see StaZzz get this oil. I think that's going to help him massively close out this game. He is doing pretty well. ExCaL on 4 Vs. He's trying to take over the middle. This StaZzz is... ooh, not going to get picked off. Okay. ExCaL coming in with the Vs. So it's a bit of a pop here from StaZzz. StaZzz decided to take the fight once again. ExCaL 2. I think this tunnel is going to go down, but the technical coming in. He's trying to take out the Flashbang Ranger, but doesn't. ExCaL pushing further and further forward with these MDs. That's a mistake. It is a misclick. And these are being taken out. The Flashbang Ranger did get killed in the end, I think. ExCaL getting quite a bit of cash from the middle. Buggies are back out. Another market has been built, but still this drone remains. There's a Colonel Burton coming in from the US, from ExCaL. StaZzz building a sneaky tunnel there at the top of the map. I think that'll be really easy access for getting TNTs in the base. Especially taking out that strat could be massive. Oh, Colonel Burton has gone down. Okay. That might have been a fake... yeah, that might have been a fake market. So it's probably been blown up. You can see the workers are on low HP there. Could be that. Yeah, I don't think the first market was fake to bait the A10. I think it was fake to manage his cash better. StaZzz actually GG's out. I don't think he's playing his best, honestly. ExCaL playing is just as solid as normal. But StaZzz, like, forgetting that TNT on the strat just kind of sums things up, I think. Also, like, he could have hunted ExCaL like easily. But I think the I don't think he thought about the hunt, and I think it was too distracted by the attack that was coming into his base. It's best of 13. Okay, Vendetta it will be. Okay, so down in the south position, USA Air Force with the cyan. This is GC StaZzz. Up at the top position with the purple Gilly Stealth, this is OE ExCaL. Let's get some Gilly music. We haven't had that for a while. This is a prime example when you can go 3 supplies, or you can alternatively go 2 supplies. Be a bit more aggressive out on the map, getting your tunnels up early. Whereas if you go 3 supplies, you'll be delaying and skipping some of these tunnels. Yeah, ExCaL's trying to finish off that tunnel, but the worker is going in and out a little bit of in and out action. Everybody loves a little bit of in and out action. StaZzz, I think, strategically hit that tower so that it needs to be repaired, so ExCaL can't go back inside of it. ExCaL comes through with the tech RPG. There's a random TNT dropped off to try and hit the V, but it's not going to hit his target. And ExCaL will eventually finish off this tunnel. He's got one in the middle, and he's got one on the left. This is the prime setup to kill the Air Force, getting 3 tunnels like that. Especially when StaZzz has gone for this, that allows ExCaL to easily deny it. However, it is built in a position where you can easily switch back to that, so it's not terrible. ExCaL grabs himself some scrap. Chinooks are already taking damage. If StaZzz loses that, man, he should have pulled it off straight away. Like, he's lost loads of HP on that for absolutely no reason. He should have just took it off there and put it over here. In fact, he should drop it off the supplies and then clicking off here, because otherwise it's just queuing now. He's not getting that money straight away. A few rangers get dropped in to clear out this building on the right. ExCaL is already pushing on the left. There's a bunch of RPGs coming in. StaZzz is in quite a bad position. Yeah, if you engage that, then the RPG blob here can kill the Vs. And if you just ignore it, you can't collect. So ExCaL doing a very good job here. There's a lot of RPGs there. I think StaZzz needed to deny these tunnels. He's trading off all of his Vs for all of the quads. And these are empty Vs now. I think ExCaL knows it. Another V goes down. And another. This is going from bad to worse here for StaZzz. I mean, ExCaL's army got wiped too, but he was the aggressor there. He's happy taking out all of the Vs. You shouldn't be trading one V for one quad any day of the week. But it was a bad situation anyway. The whole thing happened because ExCaL has got this like kind of surround going on. And he's getting an extra supply and an oil. ExCaL building even more and more tunnels closer to StaZzz's base. Now his war factory is in danger. Squad over here too. Harassing the Chinooks. Yeah, ExCaL has played this very, very well. Getting that surround on. There's a hijacker coming in as well. GG from StaZzz. Yeah, ExCaL playing phenomenally well. And StaZzz hasn't got an answer. I think Air Force has quite the advantage here, I think. Yeah, it's like ExCaL did such a good job like securing that tunnel over on the right that StaZzz was so preoccupied with it, he just let ExCaL get in the middle and on the left. Maybe in hindsight, denying the left one would have been easier. StaZzz not feeling the confidence, not feeling happy. He says next time just tell the sponsor he can just donate directly to you. ExCaL says the games are close. Maybe less FFA and more 1v1 and you'll be there. The games are not close. Dudu says, Dommy, give StaZzz some motivation. I'm the streamer and the commentator. That has nothing to do with me. And I really don't care who wins. If ExCaL wins, if he wins by landslide, if StaZzz gets a few games here and there, there's not a lot I can say is going to make him play better. If you're forgetting things like the TNT on the strat and whatever, you sometimes your mind's just not with it. You're distracted. You're tired. You're not thinking as good. You're not playing as good as other days, and there's nothing you can do about it. Our bodies are not exactly the same every single day. Okay, nice drone straight away from ExCaL. He's got the drone over the tunnel, so that's going to be a revealed tunnel the whole time. ExCaL with the War Factory Barracks build. Barracks is a little bit late here. That dozer might get picked off for free. There's a few RPGs here. Does move out of the way. RPG's not that quick, so... ExCaL with quite a fast 5-ace over on the left. There is a TNT coming in, but the V's are there to stop that. Yeah, StaZzz decides to go back. He is trying a little bit of the ExCaL strategy, but maybe this tunnel needs to be a bit deeper. Osama in the chat says, Saydomi, I'm from Southeast Asia. Which server on Radmin should I play on for public games? I recommend to join the Discord channel for the ZH ladder, which I'll get you the link for. Yeah, join that. Find the games in there. You can ask for the Radmin details in there too. I think just because you're from Southeast Asia, there's not like a specific one per region. We're just all playing with each other. Yeah, if you play with someone from the US or Europe, it might be a bit more laggy. We don't have specific servers. I don't think there's that many players from Southeast Asia, to be honest. So you will end up playing with Europe, the Middle East, and the US anyway, regardless. Sometimes it'll be laggy, but on Radmin generally it's pretty good. So StaZzz is really trying to come in with this sheer amount of quads and RPGs. ExCaL will try and pick off the quads because they're like the easier target. Deal with the RPGs later.
Search and destroy.
Oh wow. StaZzz is broken. He is a broken man. 6-0 is StaZzz's matchup though. China. GLA on Blue Hole. He'll be the China. Okay, so down in the bottom left we have the USA Laser, and this cyan, this is StaZzz. Up at the top right, we have the purple GLA Tox. This is ExCaL. StaZzz is not from China, no, he's from Russia, actually. Yeah, ExCaL against Marikar are going to face off against each other in some grand finals for a tournament. I'm supposed to be streaming that. It was proposed to be this Friday, but then Marikar is away on Friday, so it's going to be delayed a bit. StaZzz coming in with a dozer drop. He's gone for double barracks. Sold his CC. The problem is that ExCaL likes the dozer hunter, and if you've just gifted him one of the dozers, and then meanwhile you've sold your CC, and only got one more dozer left, then that's kind of a problem. Because this dozer will now be a hot topic in ExCaL's mind. Will be a hot target. And here comes the potential killer of that dozer. That is kind of annoying, to say the least. I think you better deal in with that with Rangers, because that is kind of a problem. If he doesn't make Rangers... Oh, there's a Rebel in it as well, I suppose. Yeah, ExCaL can start repairing that again. Maybe the building will die. Yeah, it will die. But the technical and the RPGs might take out the V. StaZzz is grabbing this. And this. ExCal's stolen this. This tunnel will be denied. Keenan in the chat says... Or Kenan in the chat says, after this, play some FFA. Well, don't go anywhere, because after this, if Anti-Pro and Queen Muff are around, they're going to play a qualifier for this new $1,000 tournament. So it might not be over after this. The question is, are both of the players ready? So StaZzz is going to be on 1, 2, 3, 4 oils plus the repair bay. He can get back on this, but meanwhile, ExCaL is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oils. It's kind of good for the GLA, isn't it? He's dropping down more war factories as we speak. Making a bunch of technicals, no doubt. Okay, technicals coming in for ExCaL. This V goes down. Another V goes down. And another. These are all empty Vs. It's got Hellfires on there. So many Vs dying. Just a few technicals. I feel like that was very bad for StaZzz. You shouldn't be trading like one technical for one V like that. I think he was waiting for the toe upgrade to come in. Maybe the micro could have been a little bit better, like the weak ones pull them back. But already ExCal's got a bit of a surround on the map. Looking like a GG. I got a private message of StaZzz. He wants to play against Lift Truck. Can be possible. I might grab a drink in between games, but it can be possible. quite a lot of V's going down. However, StaZzz is charging through the middle. If ExCaL holds this and then finishes his palace, as far as I'm concerned, that probably will be over. Question is, can StaZzz break through this and stop the palace? If he can, it'll be a big plus for him. Still may be winnable for ExCaL, but yeah, a lot of these V's are empty, so they're struggling against even one tunnel here. But he is gradually breaking through. CC is established, and Search and Destroy needs to be set. More technicals coming in. Yeah, they're very empty V's, aren't they? With Hellfires. Search and Destroy is now initiated, but the Palace is online. This is basically make it or break it for the V's here. For StaZzz does have his refinery plus his 2 oils plus those 2 oils, so he's on 4 in total, whereas ExCaL is on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's on like 8 oils, ExCaL. So ExCaL just needs to hold against this bit of aggression. If he can be as efficient as possible with his few units he's got out, can still win, but he's at risk of his production here getting camped. So yeah, ExCal's production has been broken. He's gonna need new arms dealers. He's making a palace and a new arms dealer down here, but StaZzz has got a bit of momentum now. Sometimes this does happen, you know. Sometimes like ExCaL thinks, oh, I'm 6-0 up. Even if he's not consciously thinking, oh, I can relax. Like subconsciously, you're like, yeah, this is my day. You can just relax a little bit. Whereas StaZzz will be thinking, oh, I've lost a set anyway. Let's just see what I can do. So the pressure's off in his mind now. Sometimes that can happen. And then suddenly, yeah, you can get a game. Also depends on the map and the experience of the players. Like maybe StaZzz is like really good with the USA here against GLA. I think USA does do pretty good against GLA here. But then that doesn't mean you're going to win the whole set, because the next ExCaL might try like 100% harder in the next in the next game. But yeah, StaZzz might be able to get one game, but ExCaL is in both of the corners. He's had his palace reset, so he's only making quads. Yeah, the V numbers are becoming more and more. Starts collecting on middle, but what I would like to see him do is not only a supplied air, but I want to see a supplied air from StaZzz as well. I don't know why he's not done that. He's probably scared of getting hunted or something. Oh, ExCal's stolen it. Okay, he's stolen it. I didn't realize that. He has stolen it already because he's got a power. So that's still very possible to win. For ExCaL with that power, he's got a CC being built bottom right as well. Yeah, there's a lot of V's, but there's also a lot of buggies and a lot of tunnels, bunkers to break through. I personally think ExCal's still got advantage, because just look at the tunnel damage on these V's. These V's are just getting wrecked. But StaZzz doesn't care. He's just brute forcing through. And he is making, albeit slow, he is making progress. Expect a gunship up in the top left position. Just take out the power. And support plane coming in there as well. I think that was probably a fuel air bomb. USCC of ExCaL does go down. I really think, even though... Oh, actually, quad there. But even though that dozer obviously got picked off and stolen, still getting a dozer over there and making more supplies here would still be a good idea. Yeah, StaZzz does have like 14k in the bank. He's obviously got his waypoint set wrong because he doesn't want to have all his missile defenders there, I'm pretty sure. Here comes another support plane from StaZzz. It's a leaflet. The RPGs have stopped to read a leaflet for a second. ExCaL is trying to get his base back. Up in the top right. The tunnel there being denied, but the supplies are already in play. These tunnels are such a problem, though. Just look at them. They're just single-handedly wrecking Vs over and over. One tunnel gets 2 Vs minimum. Actually, did it get a third V, which was that one? StaZzz really wants this win now. Really does. ExCal's not backing down anytime soon. Vs in the top right do wreck the one of the supplies. Yeah, ExCaL does have the repair bay as well. Oh, he has 2 repair bays. So his vehicles are repairing. And they do stack as well, the repair bays. The rebel ambush from ExCaL, taking out a number of missile defenders. Probably wants to get chemical suits, especially if he's floating a load of cash. I definitely think that's a good quad to take out. ExCal's got a couple of quads here too. Still anybody's game, honestly, because ExCaL still has this. Yeah, preventing the collection there and there is obviously amazing. ExCaL. Yeah, StaZzz not hunted. He's kind of playing like he's hunted. He's not making any additional doses, but it shows how much he's paying attention because he keeps losing Chinooks continually here in the middle. Buggy's taking out a V. Poor missile defenders. Not paying attention to where they're going. Is StaZzz going to be able to clear this top left position? How things have changed, like how he's focusing over here now, whereas remember before the giant battle over here? Well, ExCaL didn't get cleared from that position in the end. He's getting an extra supply. StaZzz floating a lot of cash here, over 10k. Yeah, again, StaZzz making slow but steady progress. He is taking losses in the process. ExCal's building up his buggies now, and he's usually very, very efficient with the buggies. Ooh. Okay. How many V's died, if any? Maybe it was mainly the RPGs of ExCaL that died there. From the Amfer Expo. Yeah, interesting game. More missile defenders running to their death. ExCaL is getting the cash bounty. Has he got another power? Yeah, he's got power CC again. So I still probably think ExCal's got the game. It's a nice attempt by StaZzz, but ultimately when ExCal's producing on power, so you can produce the buggies at basically twice the normal rate. Plus the efficiency of ExCaL, plus like he hasn't been cleared from these positions yet, so what makes you think these Vs are going to be able to do it? ExCal's also been really good at harassing the middle, stopping these Chinooks from collecting. I think eventually StaZzz's money is going to dry up. He'll get starved with cash, just an MOAB. Might help him break through here for sure. His oils are going down. These are coming in. A10 came in. Some nice bit of action there. With the Moab, the A10 that came in too. Yeah, all things considered, StaZzz making okay progress there. He's made himself a drop zone. He is getting cleared from the middle once again. If he can solidify this corner for himself, like grab that oil, get a few fire bases here, and then focus like on this side of the map and clearing mid, then I think that'll be better for StaZzz. Definitely think he needs that oil. But what ExCaL will probably try and do is when the dozer comes over here, builds a fire base, builds a barracks, ExCaL will probably come in and try to prevent that oil from being captured, so then it's remained in his hands the whole time. Sneak attack from ExCaL. It is in a beautiful spot. It's a leaflet, actually, not fuel air bomb. Thought that would still be on cooldown from when it got used over there, but maybe it was used ages ago. That's some deadly buggies there. Vs. Yeah, there's the rebel ambush. You see, he's trying to deny the oil from being captured for StaZzz there. Yeah, I still think it's ExCaL's game. Got to think about sneak attack and Anthrax on cooldown. These buggies can just shred this all day long. Expect a gunship there from StaZzz on ExCaL's oil up in the top left. Yeah, oil does get picked up. Yeah, still the buggies against the Vs. What might be nice from ExCaL is just trying to take out these oils in the back. I think he's been heavily focused on using the buggies. Could be a support power there. It might collateral damage the strategy center though. Yeah, ExCaL not committing too much to it. StaZzz also not committing too much to it. Clears it anyway, though, for a few Vs. Yeah, ExCaL coming in now with the quads. Triple A10. Couple of drop zones for StaZzz. Yeah, all of the oils of ExCaL are dead. But StaZzz still has 2 oils deep in the back of his base. And Frax Bomb comes in. Poor Colonel Burton here. It's going to go down. These V's taking damage here too. But I just think over and over again now these support powers plus the buggies are going to pick off these V's, pick off the US in general one by one. And I think StaZzz's morale is broken now. I think he knows that's over because... well, he doesn't really have much more to give apart from those 6 Vs. But those buggies are coming in and in, and there's a Scud Storm out as well. And that is over. $40 going ExCal's way. Shout out to Ascension for sponsoring the set. Once again. But yeah, don't go anywhere. We're going to have a qualifier for the $1,000 Grandmasters tournament next, which I am hosting. It's going to start this week. We're basically only the top 32 players will make it in. But there's a couple of players that we think are outside of the top 32, but they want to challenge players that have made the top 32 to see who will qualify. So that is going to be Anti-Pro against Queen Muff next. So Queen Muff has just kind of entered late a little bit, but she thinks she can beat Anti-Pro. So if she beats Anti-Pro here tonight, she'll make it into the top 32 players. That said, we have a couple of other qualifiers that might need to get played as well. But shout out to ExCaL, Ascension, StaZzz. That was a nice set. Really solid play from ExCaL. 7-0 in the end. Flawless victories. Okay, so okay, lift wants the map. Okay, Anti-Pro and Queen are ready. what I might do, I might set these two up on a game and then leave them to it because we're going to have anti-pro against Queen. We'll do like a best of 9, maybe best of 7. Yeah, I want to give him this map because this is the latest version of Oxygen 2v3. So I'm just going to transfer this to StaZzz. Then I need to go for a walk downstairs, grab a drink. I'm feeling a bit tired. Instant mismatch, very nice. Okay, Queen. Queen. It's in the carrier topic. Okay, so basically, there's going to be this $1,000 tournament. Let me show it to you. So this is going to be the tournament. $1,000, sponsored by Oxygen. We named it the 1v1 Grandmasters 2025 tournament. All you need to know is going to be the top 32 players. All of the players that have entered so far are here. So I'm not going to be playing. I'm just going to be commentating for anyone that asks, like, why are you not playing or whatever. I'm just going to be the ref and the streamer. So we've got ExCaL, Maricar, Tumstep, Fargo, Lift Truck, Big Size Mojo, StaZzz, Logica. Yeah, Logica's in it as well, which is really good. And like Boyka, they're all like the experts, masters, and then loads of other players as well. But then you've got like Queen Muff, who wants to enter, but maybe I think her rank's pretty low. So I've said you can pick someone to challenge. So she's going to challenge Anti-Pro. The winner will make it into this tournament. So only the top best 32 players will make it into this tournament. So it's pretty cool, pretty exciting. I think $1,000 for playing 0 hours, pretty cool. Targaryen, I think, is out. Pablo, I think, is out. Jacob is out. Big Frank is out. But we've got another guy called The Game to enter, which is like rank 26. So we need to figure out how he's going to get in. And then I think we're sorted from then, to be honest. Okay. Shall we do format for the tournament? Best of 7 or best of 9? What do you want? Queen Muff doesn't even have Oxygen 1. I think that answers Queen Muff shouldn't be in this tournament if you don't even have the first map. Right, we just transfer her the map. let Queen see it. Then we need Queen Muff to re as well. You said it's fine?
You have been defeated.
We can either run a reverse for quickness, or if we follow the format, then it's matchups from the list. This map is mandatory first. Let's do the format. Queen picked the first matchup from the list. Okay, so they got one matchup veto each. Queen is going to choose a matchup for first map, which is Oxygen 1. I'm just going to be right back 1 second while they choose. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Demo inf. It's a read from before, basically. Okay, so up at the top, we have the yellow Jilly Demolition. This is Queen Muff. And down in the south position, we have the green Giant Infantry for the player that is Anti-Pro. So the winner of this here today will qualify for the $1,000 tournament that I just showed you. Maybe it'll be one of the highest level tournaments we have. Technically the best 32 players in the world that are available at this time. Yeah, good to see Logica back in action in that tournament as well. But Queen Muff thinks she deserves to be in the top 32, so she's challenged Anti-Pro here. Is she able to take down Anti-Pro? She's never seen this map before, so that might impact things. Technical from Queen Muff in the base. I think generally she's pretty good with the old China GLAs. She's pretty good at building up, taking over the map. Anti-Pro loses. Ooh. A little bit of a Jesus technical there, walking on mines. I mean, walking on water. For a second, and then decided, oh, no, I'm not Jesus, actually. And then went down. This Helix has been stopped by Queen Muff. Might get another quad, but actually Anti-Pro is not paying too much attention. Overall, I think good start there for Queen Muff, especially getting both of them trucks. I don't think Anti-Pro has even realized. Someone says my voice is low now. Something going on with my settings today, I think. I don't want to turn it up too loud. Testing, making sure. Okay, I think that's okay for now, but if it gets too loud, tell me. Like I said before, my dial or my knob is very, very sensitive. Yeah, but I also don't want it to be too loud, so yeah, let me know if that's now all right or if it's too loud. Yeah, we'll see. Holy moly. Holy moly. Well, someone, yeah, whoever we transferred to didn't read our game. Read your game after transfer. That's the issue. Yeah, I'm going to read my game too. Why does Legionnaire never appear in Dommy's live stream or the tourney? Well, he's never going to appear in a 1v1 tournament because he doesn't play that. He only plays free-for-alls. So since I mainly commentate on other things... Yeah, Queen Muff was winning. I agree with that. Yeah, I did join a few of Legionnaire's free-for-all games. But he's never joined mine. He would be welcome. Okay, so down in the south position, we have the green China infantry for the player that is Anti-Pro. And then up in the top position, you have the yellow Gillet Demolition for the player that is Queen Muff. Yeah, Anti-Pro trying a different strategy now. War Factory and a barracks. I do think going for one Helix is pretty decent because it forces the demo to make anti-air make quads. When if you go ground, he can focus on technicals, coming around the side, dropping off workers, killing dozers. That dozer a little bit exposed, though. Would like to see it more like here. Tech RPG comes in for Queen. Judging by the first game, I get the impression that she's kind of the favorite here on this map, at least in this matchup. But I think Antibro just get a bit of a second chance here because that mismatch was caused by her because she didn't re-game after the transfer of the map. Ali Reza in the chat says, I have a question. Why is nobody playing with GLA tank? What is wrong with that? And where can you use it? Do you mean the Marauder tank? Generally, the Marauder tank, it costs you... It's three things combined, the Marauder tank. There's three reasons why. Yo, Sting403 following on Twitch. Welcome to you. The Marauder tank costs a General's promotion. And is quite expensive. It's like $900 compared to like $700 or $800 or even $650 for the Scorpion, depending on what army you are. Is it $600 or $650? It's cheap anyway, but the Marauder tank's like what? I think it's $900. And it builds a bit slower as well than the Scorpion tanks. If you add all of them three things together, it's quite like a niche unit. It's good generally against like maybe China tank or China nuke. And especially if it gets a double ender, it becomes really, really powerful. Everybody wants a double ender. But generally, it's a better option to go Scorpions. They build faster, they're cheaper, it doesn't require a General's point. The General's points can be used for better stuff like bounty money, rebel ambush, anthrax bomb, sneak, all this kind of cool stuff. Does look like Queen advantage to me. She is taking over all of the map. She's already got a palace up. Yeah, Anti-Pro is from the UK. He's about 2 or 3 hours away from me. Queen Muff is from Canada. So we've got a battle of UK v Canada. Actually quite a good ping, considering it's 10. Considering the distance. Got demo bikes from Queen Muff already. She does have the demo upgrade, so that all gets wrecked. She does not have her oil or refinery in the top left. Yo, Dog9, welcome to you. Laser 1 CNC, welcome to you over on Twitch. So yeah, both players taking over the map a little bit. Anti-Pro has his CC going up, plus he has his oil. While leading the chat is calling me a knot. Yeah, in English, knob is not a word, so I don't actually know what you're calling me. You're either calling me a knob or a noob. a knob in English is not offensive, but regardless of what word it is, I don't feel offended anyway. Pigeon says everybody wants a double ender. I think Waleed wants a double ender. It can be arranged. Well, Queen Muff is definitely good at taking over the map. I said that in the beginning. The GLA versus China, she's pretty good in that. If you let her take too much control, she will just macro up and take over the map. I do think one of Queen Muff's weaknesses might be multitasking. So, for example, if you're doing a bit of an attack here, keeping her distracted, then like coming in with elixirs on the side or harassing with a technical or something if it was a GLA mirror or if it was any other matchup. So, yeah, could be one of her weaknesses. Not that she's, like, mega weak in that, but you can maybe catch her. Catch her in that way, perhaps. Well, he says, can I speak Arabic? I can say salam alaikum. I can say shukran. Probably the accent's wrong. Shukran. Salam alaikum. Habibi. I'm willing to learn, though. I'm willing to learn. And the occasional word here and there or sentence. Well, there's a lot of outposts streaming out of Anti-Pro's base now. Scudstorm is up. Loads of outposts, actually, if you add them to them. However, these are going on a bit of a suicide mission, aren't they? Eventually, surely this is going to get cleared because they're even self-damaging, I think. Yeah, there's 4 Scud launched out. I think that's actually the wrong thing to be making there. Those first 2 were fine, but those 2 there should have been quad cannons. And then this would have been cleared up. They're both going to kill each other too because that one needs to get away. Yeah, it's a bit of a waste there by Queen Muff. I mean, it's still looking really good for her, I think. Scudstorm is putting Anti-Pro in a bit of a timer. Scud launches can wreck this army, gradually chip away at it. It's coming in. Yeah, Anti-Pro definitely having a real good go here. He's got Napalm MiGs now. Is making some progress. Those oils are dead. I do think it could be a bit cleaner with the outpost attacks, though. Yeah, the winner of this set here will qualify for this $1,000 tournament. And the person who loses here tonight will not make it in. Yeah, we'll probably have a couple more qualifiers like this, but otherwise we'll go off the ZH ladder ranking system. Doodoo in the chat asked me to say something. I'm not going to say that. Not going to say something if I don't know what it means. I have to translate it first. Yeah, Anti-Pro still going hard with the old outpost army. Carpet bomb comes in. But I think this base is just maybe too established. Just too many markets. Plus that Scudstorm. Scudstorm could be devastating in many places. Could wipe that. This. quite a lot of MiGs. Anti-Pro lining up the dozers here. It wants to give Queenmuff a present. I think getting a nice little Gatling cannon in a bunker there to completely seal that off. It's funny when you start playing Zero Hour as a beginner player, you drop down like Gatling cannons and bunkers everywhere, and you think that's like the best strat. And then as you like get better and better and better, you realize actually defenses is probably not the way to go most of the time. Generally, being aggressive and having units and being speedy and all that kind of stuff is better. And then, or at least for me, then you kind of go back on yourself a bit and actually do realize that defenses are pretty powerful. So don't be afraid to still drop down a Gat and a bunker to completely seal off an entrance. Especially if you have more of the map than your opponent. Don't be afraid to drop down them infantry bunkers. Loads of mines. Get loads of mines for free. Okay, EMP does delay the old Scud Storm. Anti-Pro a little bit slow there on the old expansion to the left. Big fight here in the middle. Okay, Scud right in the middle of the army. Didn't pop anything open, but is getting weaker, this army. MiGs come in, combined with that Scud hit, kills the quads. Demo bike. Yeah, one thing we are missing from Queenmuff is the Jean Moncal. Would like to see the Jean Moncal. I think Queenmuff is the best female player we have, by the way. There is another female player called Stella, who's pretty good like on Twilight Flame. But I don't see her that often or ever playing 1v1 myself. Yeah, I think it's safe to say like 99.99% of Zero Hour players are male, but we do have a few female players, which I think is cool. Okay, there we go. Scud is winging its way across the map. Would it be here, or probably safe bet is go for that oil there? Anti-Pro definitely. Oh, it's there. Is it getting the cash bounty? Yeah, it is. Another market going up. Let's look at how densely populated the base is. I do think if you're going to have this much key stuff to the front, at least a stinger or two there would be good. If you're proper in bunker mode. Pigeon in the chat says, so quick question, did Anti have to accept this challenge? Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. If players don't play the challenge, by the time I ask him, then I'll choose myself who makes it into the top 32. And if we have to, we'll go purely by the ZH ladder ranking system, so then it's totally fair and unbiased. But there's players like Machiavelli, which is has only played one game on ZH ladder. So he's like rank 350 or something mental. But I would consider him able to beat quite a few of the top 32 players, so it's like you've got to make a judgment then, because I just want the best 32 players. I think we're nearly there, though. It's good that these two have accepted. We weren't able to make Targaryen versus StaZzz for StaZzz in military service for the next few days or something, he told me. But I would like to see Targaryen against someone. You can pick someone to challenge in my current list. If you can beat him, he's in. And if you can't beat him or he doesn't play the challenge, then he's not in. Yeah, Pablo, the free-for-all player, is currently not in unless he challenges someone. I don't think he's going to challenge someone there. But I think we'll get there with an accurate best 32 players list. But I think this is looking better and better over time for Queenmuff, just due to the sheer amount of cash she's got, which is all these markets, 2 Scud Storms. Even if you have a successful carpet or wipe a whole area, she's just got so much more to rely back on, and she's even got herself a dozer now as well. It's that dozer there, down in the bottom left. Angry Mob is out. Yeah, she's going to be able to produce at double speed now. Every building will build twice speed. And quads, all vehicles, all infantry units will build at near enough twice speed. While leading the chat is now coming with the compliments after calling me a nop. He says, you are the best player. I like you playing. Thank you. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. Oh, GG. Queen Muff just 2 bunkered in. She really is bunkered in like crazy. Yeah, and I think that's the rightful winner as well, because I think she was winning the first game that mismatched even more comfortably in that, with the licks not doing that much, and her obviously getting the 2 trucks as well. So yeah, I think Queen Muff's doing exceptionally well so far. She'll now play with the infantry though, so we'll see how she does there. Catching up on the chat. Pigeon says, so is it Dana White rules? So it is Dana White rules. The match is made no matter what. Nice. Yeah, I just want to be the fairest possible. The best 32 players, see the highest level games, highest level top 32 players tournament we've ever seen. That's all I want. If people refuse the challenges and make it difficult or can't play the challenges for weeks, then I don't know. Should they be in the tournament in the first place? I don't know. Down in the south position, Queen Muff going for 3 dozers. The yellow China infantry. Queen Muff. And then up in the top position, we have the green. Gilly Demolition for the player that is Anti-Pro. Yeah, Big Frank only plays 1v1 on Game Ranger. I don't really rate his skill level in the top 32. I don't think Game Ranger level is a lot less of a level than ZH Ladder. So personally, I would bet he can't beat anyone in my current top 32 list. So it's highly likely Big Frank is not in. I haven't even offered him a challenge. I just don't think he can beat anyone. If he wants to challenge someone and take their spot, then so be it. But we'll definitely arrange it. But I personally don't think he can beat anyone in the top 32. I might be wrong though. It's been a while since I played him. The only times I played Big Frank is when I join him on Game Ranger undercover, and then he finds out it's me after like 1 game, and then kicks me after I beat him. So I mean, I don't really know. Don't really know what to say. But yeah, Pablo Targaryen, Queen Muff are contenders. Kill Toll and the game, we need to make sure they are in, because the game is ranked 26 on ZH Ladder. He's beaten quite a few of the top 32 players in tournaments in the past. And the game is pretty good. Technical coming in for Anti-Pro. Some harassment on these trucks. It's just a few random RPGs though. Queen could be doing better by moving these trucks around. This worker is building a tunnel that TNT didn't go super well for Anti-Pro. I think he got run over by this truck, but I think it was locked on this truck. Yeah, having power for GLA is the same effect as if like you're USA and you go low power and then you suddenly get the power. All your stuff builds faster basically. So if you just imagine GLA is permanently on low power, but everything still builds normal speed. But then when he gets power, it builds at super speed, all of his stuff. So you always want to get power as GLA if you get the opportunity. Well, this is quite an annoying little position for Queen Muff to deal with. Anti-Pro with this bit of a push here. With the quads and RPGs. That doze is a little bit exposed. Queen Muff evacs her stuff. Quads go low, but they are returning back to base. Second arms dealer going up for anti-pro. Another tunnel is up. That is a risky dozer. Building a prop right next to a tunnel that was still in play. Pigeon says, don't tell me you don't know who Dana White is. Yeah, I know who Dana White is. I know who he is. I know he does UFC. Really successful. Presents a lot of stuff for Donald Trump nowadays. I know who he is. I watch a lot of boxing is mainly my thing, but occasionally I will watch UFC. So yeah, of course I know who he is. Yeah, I know what you mean. The rules regarding the matchmaking in the UFC, yeah. Yeah, he's always putting the best fighters against the best fighters, take it or leave it, pays the fighters a tiny percentage compared to in boxing, where they're making mega millions. Quite a good business model, really, isn't it? Dana White sat there as a business, the businessman with the billions, and the fighters are fighting. But UFC is like super popular and well known, isn't it? So everybody kind of wants to be in that. Okay, big commitment of a pop there from Antipro. Could have gone terribly, but it loses a few quads for one outpost. Already about an evenish trade. Queen Muff now expanded to the middle with an extra supply. She's got an extra war factory on the left and the supply. Okay, Green Muff's going for Infernos. Good to see Infernos. They're really powerful, so probably one of the best ideas here to clear this position. I definitely think these RPGs should be focused first, though, because even though there's an ECM here, still the possibility some RPGs break through and kill the Infernos, which are really fragile, not that much HP. But Anti-Pro is now going to have a bit of a challenge in his... Well, a bit of a decision to make. Like, how are you going to deal with them Infernos? Looks like he's opting for demo bikes anyway. Hard to build on this map. Yeah, it's not that new now. This map has been out for a while. It was in the World Series. Jean-Michel made an appearance but quickly disappeared back inside of the tunnel. I definitely think Queen Muff should be taking away these RPGs first. She focuses on the tunnels, but the RPGs are giving vision and are also a danger to the Inferno, so I would like the RPGs to be taken out. More demo bikes coming in. The Infernos are not protected. And all the Infernos go down. Yeah, the ECMs and the outpost should be up front. If anything takes the damage, it will be those. A bunch of quads now in the middle here for Anti-Pro. Just push him back a bit, takes out the artillery platform. Queen Muff is looking very strong in all areas. Apart from that MiG strike was not that great. Wasted 2 MiGs there. When really you could be clearing this with the outpost, and then when there's just 2 quads there, then come in with the MiGs, and you won't lose anything. Also, when the quads are distracted, that's the best time to attack with the MiGs. Not just when they're all sitting there dying to hit a target. Yeah, Queen Muff looking like the stronger player here. She is dominating the map here as both the demo and the imp. And Anti-Pro needs to have a little bit of a think over here. How's he going to come back from this? Starting 2-0 down. Nice performance from Queen. Yeah, Anti-Pro certainly gave it a good go, especially in game number 1. He was throwing everything at Queen Muff's defense. But I've played against the GLA before. I know how she is. Okay, answering some questions in the chat. Akbar77 said, Dommy, do you have any special keys for any buildings and army? Not a special, no. I set control groups. So like control 1, control 2, control 3, and then you can double tap to go to it. So I've got my main army set to 3, and I'm scrolled all the way across the map. I'll double tap 3, I'll go to my army. It's not special though. The only key I've modified is laser lock from L to R, because my hand is mainly over on the left-hand side. There's no mod to get 144 FPS, or even like that's 144 now. I can go to 240, I can go to 480. There's no mod. I've got a high refresh rate monitor, and I'm using Gentle. I think that's all I'm doing, to be honest. Nothing swanky, nothing special. Duralim Desert. Okay, China versus Super Weapon. Anti-Pro versus Queen Muff. The winner of this will make it into the top 32 players and qualify for the $1,000 Grandmasters tournament that is coming very, very soon. Let's have some China music, because we have not had that for a while. Down in the bottom left, we have the yellow China Vanilla. This is Queen Muff. Up in the top right, we've got the USA Super Weapon in the green. This is Anti-Pro. He is currently 2-0 down, so he's going to need to do something something decent here. Don't know if I would have done that in the different order. Would I have made the barracks as a priority over that? Go for the oil capture. You're either going to go for 2, 3, or 4 oils. If you were going for 4, you probably would put your first ranger here and then waypoint him all the way down the side. If you do go for that, though, you got to be careful of a few things. Like if the China also goes for the same build, but she's got Red Guard veterancy, then your oil capture is not going to come in. And also, if you go for the oils and the China goes to double War Factory and spams loads of gats at you, you might die to the aggression. So, yeah. I generally think going for the oils here is kind of okay. Or double supply War Factory barracks. Maybe you could use a dozer to deny a Red Guard. First V heading across the map. It is an empty V. Needs to concentrate. okay. It's an okay V, I think. Killed a dozer. It's War Factory Airfield. 111 build from StarCraft, basically. War Factory Barracks Airfield. Oh, she's not finished it. Random tip for you. When the drone is falling to the ground like that, if you have a unit right there, you can actually go in it and then fly it around. It becomes civilian, but it only dies when it touches the ground. But before that time, while it's floating through midair, you can actually select to go inside of it with an infantry. But you have to be right there, and then you can fly it around and do stuff with it, and then it becomes your unit. A random fact for you there. Ooh, dead licks, dead licks. Very bad licks, actually. Really awful licks. It should have, as soon as they evac, she should have focused on 1, 2, 3, 4. She should have clicked 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the licks might have survived and maybe even won the game. But that was one guaranteed dead licks if you continue to chase the V. Pigeon says, can we get the remixed GLA song, the one you heard? If you go on the video where that is, links in the description, is a SoundCloud song called GLA AK-47s for everyone. It's not my song, it's actually DJ and Jenna. Queen Muff coming in with a gat. Anti-Pro is not paying attention. Move Me says, how can you make Raptors shoot drones? You don't want them to do that, so probably I shouldn't tell you. You could guard air, or you could attack move. Attack move is probably what most people are doing when that happens, but it's a mistake and you shouldn't be really doing that. Oh, unless you're talking about the floating around drones. The scout drone, like the USA Super General's Power. In that case, yeah, you can do that. You can guard air. Guard air or guard. But it has to be revealed. Can you use attack move as well? I think generally the guard function is better. It can only be with a King Raptor. Otherwise, if it's a vanilla Raptor, you have to scan it. Because it has to be revealed. Yeah, Queen Muff coming in with some stray gats here and there, doing a bit of harassment, but the V numbers are gathering up. Mini Micah 20, welcome to you. Following over on Twitch. A few viewers over on Twitch today. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitch. The main platform nowadays is always YouTube, but we are streaming on Twitch all the time too. We were streaming on Kick for a while. But I think it made my computer crash one day, so streaming to 3 platforms, so I think we got rid of that for now. Well, not crash, but my computer froze for 10 seconds, which was not good. Yeah, not the greatest of MiGs. I would like all 4 of them to strike it at the same time, and then a firestorm will happen, and then the oil probably will go down. Propaganda now being built by Queen Muff. Yeah, DJ Jenna Search and Destroy is a good truck too.
Search and destroy.
Look at the timing on that. That's some good time. That's some good timing. Yeah, if you can Google it or SoundCloud it, look up DJ Jenna Search and Destroy. I think it's on YouTube because I think ExCaL helped out on that with the guitar, and it's on his channel. Whereas I think DJ Jenna's deleted all his stuff off YouTube. He's either hidden his channel or something. He's now just on SoundCloud. I don't know why, but that's the situation. So I think if Queen Muff can somehow deal with that, I think she's in a good position. It's just when the USA gets a bit of a death blob going, that's when it's hard for the China. Okay, the Avenger's been taken out, so the MiGs are now coming in. It's not the best MiGs in the world, but it is mostly getting the job done. Could be a little bit cleaner, I think, with losing minimal or no MiGs at all. But she's still doing well. Anti-Pro's against the ropes a little bit here. He's got an EMP here. But the GAT could just go around. Go there and just park there. Stop this from collecting. Yeah, MiGs coming in one by one. It's generally not the best idea. Coming in 2 by 2 or 4 at a time is good. Because 2 MiGs just delete 1 V. So if you're coming in with like 6 MiGs all at the same time on 3 Vs, it should take no losses. Overlord coming. GG from Anti-Pro. Queen Muff is feeling the confidence, the morale boost from her few wins, I think. And yeah, maybe Anti-Pro is not going to qualify. For this $1,000 Grandmasters tournament. Okay, up in the top position, we have the super weapon in the yellow. This is Queen Muff. Down in the bottom left, we've got China. For the green, this is Anti-Pro. Okay, both players going for a barracks first. It's pretty much identical building placement and everything from Queen Muff, but the barracks has been prioritized. I think I would be doing the same as that, but not on MD though. Probably it would be Rangers, but I think she's got a plan. I think she wants to go inside of some of these buildings. I'm not sure about the build in general, because I think that leaves her with not very much cash, like making missile defenders to supplies. That range is stopped for a bit. She did get that crate. Maybe she's just going to try and squeeze in 1 oil. Yeah, and it turns out these towers not actually that great anyway. If a GAT goes there or there, it's not going to take any damage. The tank enters are just dealing with this anyway. Queen Muff sending a dozer forward. Stop this oil cap here from Anti-Pro. The Gatlick's here from Anti-Pro. Dishing out some damage on that dozer, which is interesting. Even while he's flying away, the Gat is doing some damage. The Gat will occasionally attack air units as well, but I think it's quite hard to get it to do that. You can't click on the air unit. You just got to rely on it to do it itself, which is a bit strange. A few missile defenders here. I don't know if I would have took that fight personally because it leaves the licks low regardless, even if you win that fight and then the licks does go down. That said though, 2 Vs have gone down plus the missile defenders. The China does have to make something happen, so taking out some Vs that you can I think is okay. Weak V gets moved back. These Gats need microing a bit better because sometimes they're too many times trying to target the drone. Queen Muff now pushing out across the map. She has plenty of these. Or 4. Stride Center going up as well. Mix coming through. No napalm. Yo, little black cat. Cheers for joining today. See you later, man. Yeah, little black cat's always here pretty much. Shout out to him. Okay, Search and Destroy is now deployed. Airfield is being built. One of the dozers of anti-pro there gets picked off. Is that his last dozer? Could well be. Do I think no eco is the best strat on Dralim? Against the China vanilla, probably not, because if he opens War Factory Barracks and just makes a bunch of tank enters, your no eco is probably going to fail. However, if he's making like Red Guard and then you surprise him and pounce on the barracks and get it before it can make some tank enters, then maybe you can make your work. But you've got to stop those tank enters. So do I think it's the best strat? No. Do I think it can win sometimes? Yes. Best strat generally, War Factory Barracks normal build with 2 supplies, or probably the overall best strat is to go for some or all oils. That's what I think. Maybe you would start with either 1 or 2 barracks, make a few missile defenders dotted around and go for all of the oils. Maybe just 1 supply, maybe 3 Chinooks. Something around there is probably the best overall build, I think. Yeah, can I hear a Colonel Burton already? Planting some bombs. Killed the supply center. GG from Anti-Pro. He knows the Colonel Burton's there, can hear his base ticking, and the Auroras, I think, we're already up. And yeah, it's not looking good for Anti-Pro. If he loses 1 more, he's not going to make it into this tournament. Queemuff just needs 1 more and has just made it into the top 32 players by my list. Okay, Stealthy Tank will be next. Tiny tactics. Okay, so over on the left-hand side, trying to tank for the green player. This is Anti-Pro. Over on the right-hand side with the yellow Jolly Stealth, this is Queen Muff. It's too big, she said. That is what they all say. It's too big for tiny tactics. Yeah, you do get, on this map, a 2.5k crate in your base. So it's effectively a 12.5k map, not a 10k 1v1. You've got 12.5k to start off with. So what does that enable you to do? It enables you to keep your CC. It enables you to go 3 doses, like, quite easily. Yeah, Queen Muff says big tactics. Okay, straight away a gat down the south side. I think tank has advantage here. The tank army is pretty formidable when you get on a lot of cash. A lot of war factories, you spam a big army, it's difficult for the stealth to deal with. And we saw Tom step against Marikar on this. And we saw the tank win against stealth both times. I do love to see stealthy tank. Yeah, Urban Crack Fox in the chat just said exactly the same. Yeah, Anti-Pro already off to a good start. A technical coming in for Queen Muff. What is she going for? A tech RPG? It's going to go for one of the dozers, but she might be surprised to see that he's kept CC. So that dozer hunt is not going to achieve anything. That dozer also could have moved out of the way, by the way. Okay, Tentacle's still alive. Oh, she's stolen the dozer already. She's got power. Wow, okay. Flamer taking some damage here. Now, if you had retaliation on, because I see some people still asking about retaliation. If you had retaliation on, that Flamer, as soon as it got attacked by something like the Tunnel or the RPG, it would instantly walk by itself to over there and start fighting back against the first thing or the closest thing. The first thing that started attacking it or the closest thing. I can't remember exactly which. But if you don't have retaliation on, it'll just sit there and it'll just die slowly. So the benefit having retaliation on is that units will always be fighting, but the downside is you might not want it to walk over there. It might be better to micro it back or something, but if it's already started walking, it might have already guaranteed its death. So yeah, yeah, she's done well to get power that quick, and she's building a palace now too. Anti-Pro just building up. Does not have his oils yet, but he has killed both of them, and he has this whole area secured. Feels like quite a good strat, actually, to secure this whole area for yourself, because the stealth trying to go back up there and fight into like a Flamer or a Gout army is probably next to impossible. She's stolen the power, going for fast battle buses. She is collecting at the top. Don't agree with sending them any further forward. It's just a guaranteed death. Pigeon in the chat says, is there a way or a solution for the stream delay? It doesn't feel like much like a live stream. Wish there was a way to monitor players without having such a stream delay. Yeah, probably the same with every live stream though, isn't it? I know what you mean. I tried to keep the delay as low as possible so I can respond to chat as fast as possible. However, tonight, yeah, we have a 90-second delay. Because anything less than that, like someone starts going for a helix, you might be able to see all the helixes come and make anti-air, or you see them, yeah, building up helixes in the back of their base, or you see them drop down 100 markets. With even 90 seconds, you can gain advantages. So, yeah, I don't really know what the fix is. I used to have like a 0 delay or 10-second delay that people abused it. So now you have to have like minimum 90 seconds. Pretty much always generally 2 minutes is the minimum in tournaments. Because this is not a tournament today, I put it to 90 seconds. I don't know what the fix is. I'm open to ideas. Unless you did it as a LAN party when you know they don't have access to the stream, there's no other way, I don't think. That is a brutal flame wall there from Anti-Pro. Up a hill like that always does good against GLA. But there is a battle bus in the back of the base, plus this tunnel. Might come into a bit of a base trade situation. I think... is that favoring Queen Muff? Because she's getting this tunnel up. I think it probably does favor slightly Queen Muff if I was to pick a winner. Because I think that will get stopped eventually. But this is going to be hard. I think Anti-Pro needs to be pushing in with everything now, because he's losing his base here. He's got tunnels in the base, battle buses. So I would be even sending in like this flamer to here. I'd be sending everything now because you're at risk of losing the game. Unless he manages to hold, let's see. But he has lost a bunch of units there. Probably needs Battle Masters or Flamers to clear that. Just them two gats alone probably won't break that tunnel. It'll take a long time if they do. Yeah, stream sniping you can't prove like basically ever. So like if I'm going for an infantry helix and the enemy starts making quads, who's to say that he's seen the stream? Or if I'm the infantry general, I'm probably going to be going licks anyway. It's impossible to prove. So yeah, Anti-Pro has done quite a good job at holding and then pushing back this push from Queen Muff. Queen Muff does love a market, and she's built 3 markets and quite a nice little curvature here. Needs to get more workers on that top supply, which she's doing, I think. She does not have worker shoes. 3 markets, but no worker shoes is criminal. Should not be happening. Worker shoes gets you 10% extra cash from all the workers dropping off supplies. Plus the workers run faster and It's easier on their feet. You know, they're always complaining. Happy workers, productive workers. Yeah, stealth getting power really does change the dynamic. However, still looking pretty good for the tank, isn't it? He's even got a troop crawler in the mix. I think the tank is still one. Yeah, it's quite a nice army that from Anti-Pro. He is pushing and making some good progress there. Another market going up for Queen. Not sure if another market is the correct call. I actually think more tunnels here, here, here. Even if it's not nice, just all the way through the base. So it delays this army. You've also got RPGs. RPGs will target the battle masters, and the tunnels will pick off everything else on the battle buses. Like the Gats and the Flamers, they need to be targeted by the tunnels. Okay, battle busters going around the back of this army. Yeah, the MiGs out fully in the battle buses. Queen Must got 4.5k, but she's at risk of losing the game. I would be spending that cash. Additional tunnels here. I think she's probably going to hold it anyway. Needs to be getting cash bounty if she's not already. I think she is, though. She is. Yeah, CC's going up there. Still has power, so anything's possible. She's still on a flamer there. Yeah, we're not going to be monitoring the players in a 0-hour game. I also find it a little bit hard to believe that other esports have a 0 delay. If the players are playing at home, like it's an online tournament, yeah. If they're in person in a LAN, then okay, 0 delay. I can understand that. But if it's an online tournament, I don't really. I can't see there being 0 delay on that. In Counter-Strike or anything. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, quite a lot of MiGs for Anti-Pro. Quite an investment that to have like 7 MiGs. Plus the airfields, plus, oh, it's 8 MiGs, isn't it? Plus the mines. Yeah, quite an investment. Quite a lot of cash involved. But at least 4 is necessary to take out the battle buses. Queen Muff has, in total, 7 markets, I count. Yeah, no angry mobs. I would argue, though, would angry mobs do a lot, really, against the Gat and Flamers? Because he's pretty much only making Gats and Flamers. I think that's the first Battle Master I've seen. Probably made that by accident. He got Vet 2 Battle Master, though, which is a bit strange. Yeah, I don't really think angry mobs would do a lot against Gats and Flamers. They do only cost $800 though, and they will build super speed because she's got the power. But I think maybe she's got enough markets after this though. So like once that's built, I think just defend and hold with battle buses, stingers, tunnels, and buses. Wait till you get level 5. Drop the Anthrax bomb on that middle position, and I think it's game over. We'll combine with a sneak attack in the back somewhere. That was a hell of a MiG strike, that was. What a beast of a MiG strike. Deletes the bunker and gets a market there too. Zero delay in chess. Yeah, I can imagine that actually. Oh, yeah. He's still got the oil, so that should be a big target for Queen Muff. Getting a GPS scrambled TNT or a GPS scrambled bomb truck. Can she make bomb trucks as stealth actually? Maybe not. She's being gifted some XP here. This is pretty much one of the only maps, one of few maps where you get a double supply, one for the high ground, one for the low. Look at this giant army now. It's a very formidable army. That's why I think she needs to lay off the markets now. And then just go for defense and just hold this. If you can hold against this and pick off some of the MiGs, I think she's in a really good position. Yeah, no more markets from this point, I don't think, for Queen. Angry Mob is out. Doesn't have AK-47 though. Yeah, let's see how it gets on. So far, not that great. Anti-Pro continues his push. Numerous tunnels. Queen Muff's still floating 7k now. I definitely think this is the time for more tunnels. At least another like 2 or 3 there. 2 or 3 here. More and more tunnels. And then you use the RPGs to go inside of the battle buses. This is not the best battle buses. Angry Mob gets deleted. Queen Muff just needs to win this one, and then she's won with a clean sweep 5-0. Anti-Pro needs to win this to stay in the challenge. Yeah, she's building more markets, you see. It's the wrong thing. All you have to do is hold this. It needs to be more tunnels, and a stinger, something like that. Unless she's just so confident she can hold it. But against the top-level player, I would definitely... You have to play as if the player is going to play 100% correct. You need to build a bit of a concave of defense there. More markets at that point, when she was floating anyway, is not the right thing to do. It's pretty much tunnels, battle buses. Use the RPGs to go inside of the battle buses. Stingers to chip away at the MiGs, and then when you've got enough battle buses, you make quads. Yeah, we can see the MiGs coming across the map again. MiG's going for the battle bus, which does go down with the tunnel. Yeah, it's the most pressure Queen Muff's been on, I think, throughout the set. That's an Anthrax bomb, though. That's going to be beautiful for stopping this attack. All of this is going to get stopped. It's a real perfect Anthrax there. Really, really nice. And then sneak attack somewhere in the back, probably when the MiGs are landing. It will be devastating. Yeah, 2 markets built close together. That's something she keeps doing, actually. They need to be spread out better. It's just laziness, that is. Doesn't take much just to build it a few centimeters away. We have not seen the sneak attack yet. Don't think we've seen GPS scramble, have we? Muff's stolen a gap, but it's hanging around a little bit too long. It's the Battle Masters. This little attack still from Anti-Pro, the remaining army from where the Anthrax bomb hit before. 64% tunnel not finished. And Anti-Pro is just living off the 2 oils. So he's not completely all in, but his income's not amazing. Whereas Queen Muff has got a lot of markets. Yo, Brian Kindley, new member on the channel. Welcome to Domination, my friend. Shout out to you. Welcome to the wood level. Welcome to wood. Okay, Anti-Pro making a bit of progress here. Takes down that first tunnel. John McKell's gone down, and Mig's coming in getting some free damage done. I'm very confused where sneak attack is and GPS scramble. Yeah, a GPS scramble TNT would be beautiful. Don't really agree with wasting the quads. They're not going to do a lot against Vet 3 Battle Masters. Whoa! That is some funny stuff, man. GPS scramble, finally. GPS worker as well. That trucker and the sneak attack was beautiful. EMP comes in. The power actually got picked off, so Queen's not playing on power anymore. Not sure if that tunnel's revealed whilst it's GPS. There's oils, she said. She's just realized there's oils. Yeah, some people just like to make a point of it that they don't know maps that have been out for years. That's the part that I don't get. Like, okay, you're lazy. You don't like playing anything other than Gold Cobra. We get it. But this map's been out for a while. And yeah, I think she actually did pretty good there considering this is the first time she saw that map. GG's well played. Anti-Pro gives in. Too much money there for Queen Muff. Yeah, I think sometimes she was building too many markets. More tunnels was needed. All she had to do was hold that and take out the oils, and she was basically won. As soon as she found the oils, Anti-Pro threw in the towel. GG's well played. So she'll make it through to... So she'll make it through. So I'm going to edit this topic live. So basically, Anti-Pro is going to lose his spot here. Anti-Pro is going to move down here to reserve number 37. And Queen Muff is going to go here. But the problem is we also have the game. So I'm thinking like Mick Wari is going to be put into reserves. He's going to become reserve 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Queen Muff will take that position. And then we need to put in the game. Where's the game? The game... Okay, the game is ranked 26. Hummy's 25 now. So Hummy's going to be ranked 25. So this 16 needs to be the game. And he's going to be rank hashtag 26. Okay, and then that will make this 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And I think that does it. So far, there's our 32 players that I consider to be the best ones. I've just kicked Mick Wari, even though he's got rank 109 on the ZH ladder. Like, Machiavelli's only played one game. He's 849. I think he might beat Mick Wari, might see a challenge. So for now, that is the list of players going to enter this tournament. So you got Marikar at number 1. I mean, those ones are quite easy. It's all the masters and experts, basically, up to Boyka. And then, yeah, like, Boyka's ranked 33 on ZH ladder, but I think he's better than all of them. He's got the expert badge. I think he's just dropped down a bit. Then you got Drunkle, Ninja, Killer. These are all like no-brainers because they're all quite high ranks. Where it gets a bit iffy is like Urk at rank 36. But what is he now? Yeah, what is he actually? Oh, he's still 36. SR Mad is 28 now. Holy moly, he's 28. SR Mad's rank 28 on ZH ladder. Okay. So we'll put him to 28. SR Mad. Yeah, he's ranked 28, which changes it a bit. So he's basically going to go here. So he's now 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's it. Okay, I think that'll do for now. Yeah, Mick Wari might have something to say about him being kicked out, but if he can challenge one of these players, maybe he can beat Queen Muff, maybe he can, I don't know, beat Apex or StaZzz or one of these players. We'll do another qualifier, but so far that's my top 32 list. Like I say, it's a $1,000 tournament sponsored by Oxygen. I'll ref it and host the whole thing, and then we'll do the announcement. We're going to do a little trailer. We're going to do a live draw this week, probably. Sign-ups for it will close tomorrow. There's going to be like one veto, top 32 players, matchups from the list. Prizes are there, 550 for number 1, 240 for number 2, 140 and 70. And I'm going to stream every one of the games, hopefully 18 GMT every day, but weekends might change. And that is pretty much it. So GG. Well played. Shout out to Anti-Pro for that. Good try there against Queen, especially game number 1, the one that didn't mismatch. So technically game 2 was very, very good. And shout out to Queen Muff. Brilliant performance there. Clean victory in the end, 5-0. Shout out to all the viewers that joined today, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah, might be a stream tomorrow night. Yeah, watch this space. GG, well played, and I'll see you in the next one.